What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Let me fix this fucking camera angle. Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about how you can't outrun a bad diet. So you can't eat a Snickers bar and get on the fucking treadmill and get rid of it, despite what you think. And I've heard since I was a kid, oh, we're going to take a walk. This is after Thanksgiving meal. We're going to take a walk and work off some of that turkey. That doesn't happen. It's a wives' tale. It's bullshit. This is an editorial published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. Researchers say excess sugar and carbs, not physical inactivity, are primarily to blame for the growing obesity epidemic. It says, in the past 30 years, obesity has skyrocketed. There's been little change in physical activity levels in Western population. The places they blame for are expanding waistlines directly on the type and amount of calories consumed. Now, here's what's interesting. Nowadays, kids are more inactive, and they're fatter than ever. They're fucking little meatballs running around. They look like fucking little bears. I mean, that's what they look like, little baby bear cubs. That's what the kids look like nowadays, all round and barrel-like. And, well, so we understand that they're not active and they're fucking fat. But adults, more than ever, there are more gyms, health clubs, fucking places to work out. Adults, more than ever, are working out and being at least a little active. Maybe not intense in the gym, but they're being active. Now, nowadays, the situation job-wise is a lot more desk jobs than there were blue-collar jobs back in the day. So, I mean, I guess you could say when you really even it out adult-wise, not much has changed activity-wise. But kid-wise, a lot has changed activity-wise. So I would say that they're talking about adults here. They're not talking about kids at all, because that would just be false. One thing that I want to stress in this, and I've said this before over and over again, and I talked about a study that was posted out. They took protein calories and replaced it with carbohydrate calories, or sugar calories, so that the calories didn't change and the macros stayed the same and the people gained fat. Now, in theory, the calories in, calories out wingnut people would say that's impossible. However, they proved it over and over again that it was happening. So this phenomenon known as calories in, calories out really is I don't know if it's a marketing scheme, but it's something that people tell themselves to make themselves feel better. I'll lose weight as long as I don't take in that many calories. Bullshit. You take in the wrong calories, even with the fucking the wrong macros with the same amount of calories, you will still gain or at least slow down or stop fat loss. This is another piece from this article. So calorie counting alone isn't the answer. That's what I've fucking been saying for years. Years I've been saying that. The source of the calories matters too. For every additional 150 calories of sugar, say 1 can of cola. Okay, so 1 can of soda. I don't fucking drink soda. I don't even know what's in it. There was an increased 11-fold in type 2 diabetes compared to the 150 calories obtained from fat or protein. The results were independent of the person's weight and physical activity level. Okay, now, sugar calories promote fat storage and hunger. Fat calories induce fullness and satiation. They say food marketers mislead the public with their message that all calories count equally. Now, here's where the whole smoking gun thing happens, right? This is where I believe, wholeheartedly that the whole calorie thing is pushed by the food industry, by the marketers of the food industry. When you walk into an American supermarket, you see all these fucking things like reduced calorie this, reduced calorie that, and a lot of the people are buying into it, and they're buying these reduced calorie snacks and shit, and they're eating them in 100-calorie snack packs, all this bullshit. And everybody's still fucking fat. Everybody's still fat. I got people that join the fucking gym constantly. And I've been doing this for 25 fucking years. I've seen this. And never lose a single fucking pound. I had one guy that I know I've seen in the gym. This fucking guy went to a doctor. And the doctor told him flat out, oh, it doesn't even matter about the calories like you're taking in. Well, first of all, that doctor should be fucking have his license taken away. You need to get more active. Now, yes, he needs to get more active. He then sold him a supplement, okay, that was supposed to help him with fat loss. It was a myostatin blocking supplement. I think I talked about this before. That showed in study and research that in the stuff you can get for like $39, he sold it to this guy for $110. He was paying $110. And I see this guy, he's on the elliptical, he's fucking cranking it out. He's cranking on the elliptical, he's trying as hard as he can. And he lost like 3 pounds over a couple of months. He's like, wow, I'm moving in the right direction. I'm like, dude, you lost 3 pounds. You took a shit. That's not fat. You didn't lose weight. You took a shit. You took a shit or you fucking burped. Like, one of those two things happened for you to lose that weight. The product you're taking is not working. What the fuck are you eating? And he's like, well, I try to keep it real clean. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what does that mean? He's like, well, I haven't really changed what I eat. He's like, I've been eating the same things for months. He's like, but I've been really exercising. So when he really broke it down, the stuff that he was eating, and he can't be in a caloric surplus. He can't be, because his activity is fucking tenfold now, and he's eating the same amount of calories. But the stuff that he eats, like when he eats a salad, he puts that fucking salad dressing on there. And I looked at what was in the salad dressing, and there was 61 grams of sugar for the packet. It was one of those big packets of salad dressing. And the serving size was 1/4 of packet for a salad. Now, first of all, you get the big-ass salad that has the croutons and stuff in it, which he probably doesn't need the extra carbs to begin with. You pour that fucking thing, that thing of salad dressing on there that has a bunch of fat in it to begin with, okay, which is a fuel source. Your body's going to either burn a fuel source or store a fuel source. It's not going to just fucking excrete it. You now have a bunch of sugar, which it's going to use first, which it doesn't need fucking 60-something grams of sugar and it's sitting for a salad when you're sedentary, and the fat on top of it. You're looking at like a fucking 1,800 calorie salad that you had for lunch, okay? That's not including the quote-unquote snacks that he had between breakfast and lunch. And he ate this bagel, it was an egg white with cheese, turkey sausage bagel. So when we sat down and figured out what was in that, it was all fat and carbs. It was very little protein. So I'm sitting there going, your macros are all completely fucked right now. Like, no wonder why you're not losing weight. And if you are losing any weight, you might actually be losing fucking muscle the way that your protein consumption is. You know, you're training with weights. I mean, you're not training with weights. You're in here doing cardio. So technically, you're increasing energy expenditure, which is supposed to get you to lose fat. But nothing is happening. And it's been 3.5 months. You should see results in the first couple fucking weeks. I don't think there's a fucking client out there that I've taken on, period, in the last fucking 20 years who in the first 2 weeks hasn't seen something happen. They've been like, holy shit, I didn't believe this could happen. So if you're sitting there for fucking 3 months, I mean, this study goes to prove, again, these are fucking scientists and doctors that are running these fucking studies because they're trying to figure out why, if calories were the only thing, why is it not working? So they're like, well, if we can't figure it out, let's run a study on it. We'll figure it out. Let's try different variables. Let's try a couple different things. And they're starting to figure it out. A calorie is not a calorie. Sugar does work differently in the body than a complex carbohydrate. A saturated fat does work differently in the body than olive oil. It's different. Although they're all similar in structure and have the same purpose, it's different. So, you know, this was on CBSNews.com. They posted this. And basically it says, it's time to wind back the harms caused by the junk food industry's public relations machinery. Let's bust the myth of physical activity and obesity. You can't outrun a bad diet. You can't outrun a Snickers bar. You can't do that. You can't work off a Snickers bar. You can't work off a fucking cookie. It's just not going to happen. And if you've ever tried to do it before, you understand that. So, biowashertraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. All you wingnut motherfuckers, calories and you're going to fucking argue. www.biowashertraining.com is a blog. Sugar is fucking bad for you if you're fat, bicep, and we're out.